Mr. Hayes, you have a claim against the defendant, $5,000. Your claim is that he assaulted you, caused you to be falsely arrested for assaulting him, caused you to have to move out of a facility that you were living in. Mr. Park says that you actually did assault him. His counterclaim is for $1,000 for medical bills as a result of the assault that he alleges was at your hand. I gather that you two gentlemen knew each other, were friendly, and lived in some sort of a sober living environment? Yes. Was it a boarding house? Was it an apartment building? No, it's a transition apartment building, transition to the a living. So even first, like step by step living. First you was outside. Had you been in a full-time residential facility before? I have. What about you? How long had you been living in this particular facility? 7 to 8 months. And you, Mr. Parks? About 4 months, I think it was. About 4 months. He was there before I was. This incident happened in whose apartment? Mine. And this was on the 27th of November. Is that right? I'm going to let you tell me your version of the events first, Mr. Hayes. Okay. On that date, the 27th of November, we had just finished having dinner. I told Mr. Parks I would like to talk to him after dinner because he's known this is right across from me. In the evening, they served dinner at 5 o'clock just on it. You were having dinner? Yes. In your apartment? No. In the cafeteria. So the building where you live, the apartment where you live, has its own dining area. You've told him you wanted to see him after dinner? And he came to your apartment? Yes. Who else was in the apartment? Or Ruthie? This lady? Yes. I want you to tell me slowly what happened when he got to your apartment. When he got in the apartment. First, tell me what you wanted to speak to him about. I wanted to speak to him about the charge he sold me for a motorized wheelchair. He charged me $120 for it. It was that day he gave it to me, but charged the battery. But then I didn't know it was damaged in the chair because this is not the charge that go to that chair. So he had sold you what you considered a defective piece of merchandise. Right. And you wanted your money back. No, I didn't want my money back. What did you want? I just wanted to tell him because I don't know if he knew or not. But I was wanted to let him know and I want to tell it. Did you pay him for it? Yes, $120. Well, so what did you want to tell him? I wanted to tell him about the charge that he didn't know. Okay, and you didn't want your money back? No. Okay, so he came up to your apartment, your friend was there, and what happened? Well, he was drinking a can of beer, and, we got into a verbal altercation back and forth. Because I was taught, because really, I've been sober for about, maybe I say 15 years. So really what I was doing was that was the charger was the last year. I was going to break ties with him. And what happened? Okay, he had 2 cans of beer. So he finished the first can of beer, right? When he came up drinking one and he was holding around one? Yes. Did you have any beer in your house? No, I don't know. So he had 2 beers, one in each hand? No. He had one in the bag and one he was drinking. Go ahead. And then, after he finished drinking the one in his hand, the second beer, the flip top broke. He went over to my silverware drawer. So when he opened the drawer, I thought he was getting a can opener. But the knife was on top of the can opener. It was a small steak knife. So I went to move the knife out to it because I don't know what he was thinking. But that's how we was arguing back and forth. I had told him to leave and he didn't go. I told him like 4 or 5 times to leave my apartment. And he wouldn't go. So I sent that downstairs to get security. So, but when he went to reach it in the drawer, right, I grabbed the knife by the handle. He grabbed it by the blade. That's how he got cut. And then from there, I rewinded. I don't know if he threw me down. I lost my balance. And that's when Mark came up. Mark told me to let the knife go. I said, I ain't letting the knife go until you get him off from off. I was on the floor. He was on top of me. I had the knife by the handle. He had it by the blade. So I told Mark, get him out of my apartment and get him off of me. And then I will, give you the knife. So that's what Mark did. Excuse me. Shh, don't. Hey, Mr. Parks, I'm going to come to you. Okay. And that's what Mark did. So I handed Mark, after Mark did that, I handed Mark the knife. So this young man got him off you, right? And you gave him the knife, right? Okay. And then what happened? Oh, security came up. They called the police. And then, all I remember, they brought him down on the elevator. He said, yeah, that's him right there. And they locked me up. And how long were you locked up? For 4 days. And this is because you went to move the knife out of the way of the can opener because he was going to open up the can. That's what I assumed. That's what you assumed.